I'm Sheila Brummer with Siouxland Public Media News. Prosecutors at the impeachment trial of South Dakota Attorney General Jason Ravnsborg said he lied to investigators and abused the power of his office after he hit and killed a pedestrian. They are seeking conviction on a pair of impeachment charges that would mean automatic removal from office. Ravnsborg's attorneys countered in Tuesday's opening statements that such an action would improperly undo the will of voters for what Ravnsborg has maintained was an accident. Ravnsborg hit and killed 55-year-old Joseph Beaver in September of 2020. Ravnsborg told a 911 dispatcher that he was in the middle of the road and might have hit a deer, and has said he didn't know he hit a man until the next day. Criminal investigators say they doubted some of his statements. Federal health officials have recently given the go-ahead to vaccinate children ages 6 months to 4 years, using either the Pfizer or Moderna COVID-19 vaccinations. Joe Waddell is a pediatric infectious disease specialist at Blank Children's Hospital in Des Moines. He's encouraging parents of young children to get them vaccinated as soon as possible. Waddell says even though it's unlikely young children would get seriously ill from the virus, COVID is now one of the top 5 causes of death in this age group.
I've seen myself many children, including children in this toddler age group, who've been hospitalized with heart inflammation from COVID itself, from a COVID infection. And we're still learning what that means for a lifetime.
Waddell says he will be vaccinating his own children as soon as the shot arrives in the state. He encourages parents with questions to reach out to their pediatricians. Students at Iowa's 3 public universities may be paying more for tuition starting this fall. The proposed tuition rates were presented at a virtual meeting of Iowa's Board of Regents on Monday. The proposal includes a 4.25% increase for resident undergraduate tuition at all 3 schools. A final vote by the regents is expected next month. Teachers who go through an Iowa college program no longer have to pass a professional exam to be licensed. Governor Kim Reynolds signed the plan last week, eliminating the praxis requirement for those teachers. It's one of the steps taken by lawmakers to help fill an education workforce shortage. The test was an obstacle for dual language immersion programs around the state because it was only offered in English. The Sioux City Community School District is looking for community volunteers to join an educational equity committee. A news release from the district says the committee is committed to ensuring equal opportunity for students and staff through access to educational programs and employment. The deadline to apply is noon on July 11th. The Winnebago Tribe of Nebraska is requesting an environmental study be done on future carbon pipeline projects. Tribal leaders asked the U.S. Tribal Council, the Woodbury County Board of Supervisors, Dakota County Commissioners, and the Iowa Utilities Board to require the research be done before issuing any project permits. A news release issued on Tuesday says the Tribal Council passed the resolution in March and then sent out letters in May, but they are still waiting for a response. The pipeline being planned by Summit would move carbon dioxide from ethanol and fertilizer plants to North Dakota. It would run through several Siouxland counties. The carbon dioxide would stay underground instead of entering the atmosphere. Winnebago Tribal Chairperson Victoria Kitchian says, quote, "The Winnebago tribe stands in solidarity with area farmers who oppose these pipelines and the use of eminent domain to acquire access to lands without landowner consent. The health, well-being, and rights of everyone is important to all of us." And it's the first day of summer, and the continued hot, windy conditions raise fears of flash droughts in Iowa and across the Midwest. That's according to the head of USDA's Midwest Climate Hub located in Ames. A meteorologist with the organization tells Radio Iowa we have been seeing elevated temperatures for a few weeks already, and that heat may soon start impacting Iowa corn and soybeans. The latest climate outlook shows warmer temperatures across Iowa and much of the northern plains into September. Experts say moisture in the soil is being depleted rapidly due to recent hot and windy weather. For Siouxland Public Media News, I'm Sheila Brummer.